How to train a cat to walk on leash. Number 1. Your cat needs to be desensitized. The first thing you need to do with your cat is desensitize them to the leash. This means getting them used to it being around them so they don't freak out about it. The easiest way I have found is to just tie a thin piece of string or yarn onto their collar and leave it on for a couple days. After they are used to that, you can move up to just the leash around their collar. Now, this is where most people stop, and I think it's the wrong thing to do. If they are not used to all of the slack in the leash being there, then when you pick a different spot for them to walk, they are going to freak out when the leash goes tight. Number 2. Get them used to the new place. Once your cat is used to walking around with its leash on, it's time to pick a new place for them to go. A lot of people decide the bathroom or kitchen is a good place, but this isn't always the best choice for your kitty. If your cat is used to walking around in the bathroom, then they are going to expect you to take them there every time they get on their leash. When you bring them to the new place, make sure it's somewhere they can explore and make an adventure out of it. Number 3. Use positive reinforcement. One of the biggest problems with trying to teach a cat something like walking on a leash is that they don't really see it as something positive. They just see it as something that you are doing to them and they won't want to do it, so keep your cat happy while trying to get them used to the leash. This means using things like treats and toys during training time so they get excited about their new adventure. If they aren't having fun, then they won't want to do it and you will have a lot of trouble getting them to follow your lead, so make sure it's an enjoyable experience for the both of you. Number 4. Keep your cat safe. I know there are a lot of people out there that think their cat can handle any situation, but that isn't always the case. Just like with dogs, there are all kinds of things out there that can be extremely dangerous for your kitty. The first thing you want to make sure of is that your cat cannot get too far away from you. The next thing you have to worry about is your cat getting too hot. If you take them outside on a hot day, then they could overheat and even die. It is extremely important that you bring them outside when it's cool enough for them to be safe. Number 5. Make sure your cat doesn't have any health problems. Before you take your cat outside on a leash, you really need to make sure that they are healthy enough for the activity. Taking care of your kitty means making sure that they do not have any health issues, so taking them out when they aren't feeling well is going to do them more harm than good. If your cat is not feeling well, they could run into a lot of problems while you are walking them, so make sure they are healthy enough to be outside before going on a walk.